Well, hello my dears, it's me, Keisaki Jackie, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. I'll be very honest, I've never watched anyone play this game. I have no idea what it is about. I know it's kind of like a visual novel, and I know it's supposed to be disturbing, but I also don't know why it's disturbing. And the game gave me like tons of warnings before I started, telling me like, hey, this game is absurdly disturbing. Are you sure you want to continue? It gets very bad. Do you want spoilers for you to know how bad it is? And I'm just going like, no, it's fine, I'm fine. And now I'm just rethinking all my life choices, because it was requested of me to play this game, and I'm confused about that, because it looks very adorable. And the only thing that I know as well is something to do with Monika, and I know this girl is Monika, and I'm like, alright, Monika, yay! So, let's go, I guess. I'm Jackie. Let's go, yay! Hey! Hi! What do I do? Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? Okay, I don't know that kind of friend, sorry. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more infrequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Oh, she would oversleep, and sorry. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh, hi, kitty cat.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe.
Oh, that's me. Sorry, Jackie. I don't speak like that. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say you say that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jackie.
Yeah, fuck you, Sayori. Well, if people stare at you for... Oh, Katsumi. If people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you didn't wait for me after all.
You did wait for me after all. I can't read because my other cat is asking for attention now. Hi, cat. Katsumi, don't act like you did not lay on my chest for 40 minutes this morning and did not let me get up. You're gonna fall. Anyway.
I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even though if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Jackie, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? They did say all the characters of this game are more than 18, and I'm like, are they going to third year of school? Because in Japan, I think you do the third year of school at 18. Or they just, I don't know, repeated a few years in school when they became 18. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true! You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I don't remember that, Sayori. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. You're a mean person, though. Because she clearly likes you as a friend, and you just feel like, oh my god, I have to interact with you. Ugh. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my... I'm content just getting by on the average while spending free time on games and anime.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
I never really learned how to socialize and I did not die during college. So probably I'll be fine.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What kind of anime things is that? You trust me, right?
Oh, Sayori, how I could not trust you when you talk to me like that.
Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
No. I'll pretend. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? It's kinda nice. I would love to be carefree again. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. She's kinda cute. I would agree on that point. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. She's my adorable best friend, I like that. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Oh, you're not gonna find it there, buddy. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Always go with something that you like.
Hello!
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. You're really not paying attention, are you?
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Oh, I knew that that's what's going to happen. Sayori.
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Why am I like this? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to really go into it. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member.
Oh, you promised me in there.
And Natsuki make cupcakes and everything.
For the cupcakes, I would go. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have to plan all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yeah, let's go!
Alright then, now we're going places. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new... Oh, sorry, that's me. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Oh, you sound more like Sayori than Sayori sounds like Sayori. What voice do I give you?
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Do I look like a boy to you?
Way to kill the atmosphere.
I don't know, they're gonna sound closely the same.
Ah, Jackie, what a nice surprise.
I don't have enough voices to voice everyone. It's tough.
Welcome to the club.
Okay, I guess I'm part of the club now. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
Huh. Well, you make the cupcakes, right? So I kind of expect them to taste nice. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student, yet she is 18. Don't forget that. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Ah.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Yeah, she's shy. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Jackie. I never saw you in my life, except on the memes. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. If you say so, I don't know how you look like. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Oh, we're already in first name basis as well. We don't call each other by our surnames.
Come sit down, Jackie. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I get them.
You sound like that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
I don't like tea. Can we have coffee? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Oh, I cannot even choose where I'm gonna sit? Okay. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready?
Oh, that's Natsuki. Oh god. Oh, Natsuki and Sayori are probably going to sound the same. I'm doing my best.
Ta-da!
Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's so cute! I want pictures of that! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Oh, why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Oh, a tsundere. Nice. Haven't I heard it somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe. Not for you. You know, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. She's a tsundere. They don't have a logic. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... You guys never saw a boy in your lives? Like, there's probably a bunch of them in school. Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
I don't like tea. I said that before. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member or any of the major clubs. For any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if you encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Well, maybe not everybody likes to read. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all of that effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Very enthusiastically. 4 people in the club. Hell yeah. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Jackie, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Yeah, not really books. Like, if there is no pictures, I cannot understand it, you know? Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Nice.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world, it's equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I need water. There's a lot of reading to be done here. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way that her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't that amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
You're going places, I like that.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah yeah, horror. Now we're going places. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Yeah, I hate horror. Well, I hate you, Natsuki.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second.
Never mind.
Oh my god, this tsundere girl, go away!
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Yeah, your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Oh my god. Why do I have to deal with her? Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Poems, am I right?
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should share some of your work. You can set up an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
No.
I guess it's time. I guess it's the same for you.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Oh, are we going to write a poem? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Well.
Yay! Let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jackie?
I guess. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh, they all look disappointed and sad. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought... Jackie?
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? You're not. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh my dude. Oh, stop thinking with the down part of your body and think with the part up of your body, the upper one, you know? Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yay! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If not really just came for the cupcakes, I would be pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone members tonight's assignments. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more.
Jackie, I look forward to seeing you how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Let me save. Oh, there's an autosave. Alright, I did not know that. Continue.
Since we're already here, do you want to go home, walk home together?
This is drying my throat, and it's getting difficult to switch from voice to voice. Sure, that's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Okay, when the game starts, like when do I start making decisions here? With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have to change to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess I start with writing a poem tonight. Do I need to choose one of the girls? Oh my god, I actually have to start to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, let me think. People that I will like the most. I think existence. Oh, they change. Okay. Portrait, vanilla, anger, party time. Unending. Anxiety. Melody, fireflies. Oh god, alright. By the way, I am aiming at nobody. I'm aiming at Yuri at the moment. So let me see. She will like things like she likes difficult words, so maybe fireflies. Oh god, Sayori go. I like that one. Melancholy. Yeah. Massacre. Spitting, whisper, empty cake, landscape. Okay. Bliss, whirlwind. Let's go with whirlwind. Doki Doki. Prayer, promise, sweet, ramble, suicide. No. Vivacious. Tragedy. Daydream. Crimson. Uncontrollable. I'm just looking at like difficult words because she likes it. Horror. Heartbeat, email, cute, treasure, clumsy, analysis. Dark. Alright, let's see who am I going to impress with those words. I have no idea how that comes out as a poem. Hi again, Jackie. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Jackie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack.
I think it's her voice that is fucking my throat up.
Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
And Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collections in the club. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga.
Manga is literature!
She is correct. Every form of writing is literature. So poems, tales, short stories, manga, comic books, they're all literature. If you're writing something, it's literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Because one thing that I see a lot about reading is that people say like, oh, you only read mangas, you only read comic books, then you don't like to read. Or you only read like hot type of books. It doesn't matter. Just read. If you're reading the newspaper, a magazine, a book, or whatever you want to read, just read. It's good to read. It builds up vocabulary. Your vocabulary gets better. And if you think that you already know a lot on your own language, change language. Like I've been reading in Portuguese most of my life. And now I'm reading books in English, and even my English vocabulary that I thought it was alright, it started to go much better. So, just read. Have fun.
Don't worry, guys.
Jackie, I need water. Oh my god, I need proper water. If I knew I was going to be a boy, I would have given him a boy name, even though Jackie can be a boy name as well. Jackie always gives its best as long as he's having fun. Why I cannot be a girl? I wanted to be a girl. Like, I'm a girl. I wanted to be a girl as well.
He helps me with busy works without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Jackie can become good friends too.
Sayori!
Huh?
Okay, if I have to choose a girl, it's Yuri. Yuri for me is best girl. I'm sorry, I know everybody likes Monika and all, but Monika not my style, you know? But Yuri is everything I like. I want Yuri. Yuri, you, me, after school. Let's go, girl. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Uh-oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Why did she suddenly sound like a child? I used my wrong voice. Like I said, throat is going to shit.
Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. You'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Yeah, that's basically what I thought that she would give me.
I didn't want to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Oh, I do want it, Yuri! I want to discuss it, let's go! How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Oh, she's looking for her manga collection, isn't she? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. Am I going to have choices during the game, or is only at the end of the day that something will happen? I know it's a visual novel, but I miss the lack of choices. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. You could start reading it right now. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Let me explain one thing. I am not a voice actor. I wanted to be, but I'm not. And each character comes from a different place on my throat when I use the voices. So her voice comes from the same place as my voice. It's just a little bit pitched down, so it feels like I'm putting some pressure here. So it comes from my normal voice to... This is more like I'm using less air to make her sound lower. So that's fine. But when I do Sayori, I have to close my whole throat. So it goes something like that. And for Natsuki, it's more like on the back to have this voice. And then Monika is just high-pitching my voice up. So what happens is Sayori's voice and Natsuki's voice are warning out part of my throat, and when I have to go back to this, then everything starts to hurt and it goes all over the place and it doesn't work properly anymore. So this will be a tough series to record. I don't think it will come out every other day like I do with normally do with big series. Maybe once or twice a week. Bear with me. Let's continue. What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Is this a real book? I need to know. Okay, it's not a real book. So that's fine. There is an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister.
But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange.
See what I mean? My voice is already dying.
She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? I like it. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Dark stories are the best! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Jackie?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one, or for letting their one-side morals interfere with the villain's plan. I'm marveling, aren't I? Not again.
No, please continue.
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I would love to have someone to talk about books with me. Why? Why don't I have friends? Anyway.
I guess it's alright then.
I do have a few friends, it's just we don't share a lot in common. It's just like we became friends for basically being on the exact same space for so long that we kind of developed the friendship, I guess.
But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books or writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people.
High five, Yuri! Come on! You're my girl, man! The only difference here between you and me is that you're adorable and cute and shy, and I'm just a train out of control.
So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't mind you need to. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri.
Yeah.
You sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just it's something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I've never had done that, and now it sounds like the most beautiful thing ever. I'm calling my boyfriend. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I opened the book and start the prologue. I so understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry, I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry, I mean...
Okay. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Ah, that works, but I think it's much more on your side than on the middle. You should put like a little bit more to the right. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled over, even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. I think that's kind of cute.
Are you ready?
Oh, you're looking at me. Oh god, okay.
To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient that it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. You're just turning the page! Chill out! My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. I am in this game and I don't like it. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscence of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But, Jackie, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about this sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. I don't think that's cute though. It's not good to self-doubt all the time. It's tiring.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone.
Oh!
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other.
It is? I don't know what happened to Monika's voice. I'm sorry.
We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spare from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri?
You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my tongue. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
Huh. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back to my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah, I did that. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, what happened? Who should I show my poem first? Oh, I'm making choices now. Well, and I'm going to do this decision on the next episode because things are going crazy here. I wonder when this is going to turn into a bad thing. Because I can't see it. At the moment, it's just a very nice, adorable game that it seems to be like a, how do you say it, like a dating simulator where I have to get closer to one of these girls, and at the moment I chose Yuri. So, really don't know where the horror is going to start coming. But in either way, that's it for now. So if you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. I'm going to play tons of other games besides this one. And as usual, hope you all have a happy ever after. And I'll see you on the next day. Bye bye.